Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. Hope you're doing well today. I have got a stout to review for you. It's from Greene and it's part of the Moorland range, and it is the Old Midnight Hen, coming in at 4.2% ABV. New stouts seem to be all the rage at the moment amongst some of the big breweries. Greene have jumped on it and they've released it under the Old Hen range. So obviously Old Speckled Hen, got Old Golden Hen, you've got the Crafty Hen, sure there's another one somewhere, but yeah, they've jumped in with the stout one. Dark and complex, bursting with flavour, it says. Artistry in brewing, Moorland, established 1711. I'm sure everyone's familiar with these. I picked this one up in Morrison's, but I have seen it also in Sainsbury's too, which leads me to believe it's probably available in most of the supermarkets, right? Old Speckled Hen and all that, they're pretty readily available. So it seems like they've come out with this one, gone big. It says rich and complex with plenty of body. This classic stout is packed full of flavour with hints of chocolate and coffee. The hops bring a touch of bitterness, while the oats used give this stout a silky smooth finish. 4.2%. There is the rather handsome Moorland black and gold bottle cap. Very nice. I've dropped the cap on the floor. Just before I turn the camera on, I managed to drop my bottle right on the floor, which is just typical. But yeah, there is much to be said about this beer. Nice bit of smoke on the opening as I crack the cap there. Give her a pour. What am I expecting from this beer? If I'm brutally honest, I think it's going to be thin. I think it's going to be a non-eventful stout. I'm looking for Greene to prove me wrong here. I pour the bulk of it into the glass. Leave that there because we see it. Clear glass bottle, which is always always disappointing. But there it is in the glass. That is, there's a touch of red bleeding through the bottom of the glass from my angle. You might be able to make it out, but it probably looks predominantly black from where you're looking. I didn't exactly give it the most generous pour in the world, but it has developed quite a substantial 2-finger thick head, which is off-white. Does have a slight kind of mocha milky coffee look to it. Let's get me snouting and see what the aromas are telling us. Do you know what? It smells like a Greene beer. There's a malty, fruity aroma that's coming out that is reminiscent of Old Speckled Hen. But it's slightly roastier, slightly darker. There are chocolate malts in the aroma. There is a touch of coffee. But that's just what it smells like. It smells like the malt bill of Old Speckled Hen, but they've just added some chocolate malts. Some darker roasted malts, a touch of crystal maybe. A touch of licorice on the aroma. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. Yeah, it's just a bit, it is what I thought it was going to be, really. It's a bit wishy-washy. It's thin, it's light, there is a fruity, malty character that is reminiscent of Old Speckled Hen about it. And then on the finish there is a slightly more roasty note. They said it was something to do with the hops, didn't they? Touch of bitterness. The hops bring a touch of bitterness, as you know, as to be expected. They haven't specified what hops have gone into it. But I'm not getting enough coffee and chocolate on the flavour. There is a slightly roasty, bitter finish to it. Yeah, it's not your standard stout finish. It's smooth but thin, rather than smooth and thick like a Guinness. Yeah, I'm just not getting enough. I'm just not getting enough in the way of chocolate, coffee, a roasty finish that should be reminiscent of any good stout. It's not there. Yeah, it's a Greene King stout. It is what you'd expect. Greene King aren't exactly the pioneers of brewing these days, and they've had a go at this, and it is what I expected it to be. It's okay. It's not unpleasant. But if you're a fan of stouts, this isn't going to be very, very good in your opinion, I would imagine. I don't imagine too many people will be massive fans of this, because it's all right, but as a stout, it's very forgettable. Like I say, it's Greene King. It's a sweet malt, light on the body. I mean, it might be what they were looking to do, an approachable entry level type of stout. That might have been what they were going for. But I mean, most of the people who will watch this channel, they'll know their way around a decent stout. This, unfortunately, isn't quite one of those. It's not unpleasant. It's probably worth a try. You may well love it. But for me, it's just a bit lacking. It's a bit thin. It's a bit cheap. And that's why it's gone straight into supermarket shelves, I suppose. Yes, Greene King, Moreland, Old Midnight Hen. They're 4.2%. Delicious English stout. It's just a bit meh for me. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10 for what that's worth. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I do appreciate it. Until my next one, you take care.